What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mom Said, Dad Said with your hosts, Jay and
Gabbie.
Guys, it's been a stressful week, man. Stressful week again. It's always a stressful week, every week. First, let's get into a little bit of football, just a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy, but
Please don't.
Let's talk about yesterday's game with the Georgia Bulldogs. It was crazy.
They almost lost.
Hey, but you know what? Almost is almost. You feel me? Almost is almost though. Still got a dub. It's an ugly dub, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do better. We got 2 weeks till we play Alabama, so we gotta do better. Cause I ain't trying to hear no Alabama fans talking shit to me this year. I'm not hearing it.
I wonder how that game's gonna go.
Look, all I'm saying is if we played like we did last night. But I will say this: Kentucky's not a scrub team. They're really not. They're like that. They had a ex-Georgia quarterback from last year that used to play with us, and he nasty. So I knew what we was getting ourselves into. So it's a former dog. Former dogs are always dogs. You feel me? But let's go into what we are talking about today on this podcast. You feel me? What Mom Said, Dad Said.
First of all, before we get started on our topic that we're talking about today,
you sound like roadkill.
I feel like crap. You guys,
look like crap,
you guys know that when the kids go to school, they bring all the germs home, and I'm going through it right now. It's hitting me. At first, it hit Jay. Now it's hitting me.
Well, see, what hit me was like, I want to say the sore throat and the stuffy nose, but now it only lasted 2 days, like 2-3 days, and then I was good. But I was taking the Mucinex. She's not taking medicine. That's the
I
thing.
actually just took ibuprofen.
The only thing, like, what is that gonna do?
Well,
Headache?
I took ibuprofen because I have a headache. My throat hurts, and I understand Mucinex. I'll take some Mucinex.
No,
but
try the Mucinex Day. It helps with the.
I just need my husband to give it to me.
I can give it to you.
Okay.
Log
off, please.
Hit the end button.
But you guys already know, like, kids bring up all the germs from school, and I think that's the main thing I hate. Like, all summer they weren't even sick, and dude, all of a sudden now they're sick.
All summer, no sicknesses, and then we go to school, and then boom. But you know what's crazy is like now it's like an increase because they're in sports as well.
Oh my god! So they're around so many kids.
Yeah.
And it sucks because, like, I know some parents can't afford to stay home with their kids when they're sick because they have to work. So that's another one. That's another reason. Like, I know it sucks that parents have to, like, bring their sick kids to school and stuff like that, and they can't stay home because, like, they can't be missing work like that.
That's one thing that does suck.
It just sucks because, like, the germs are never going to stop, and it's hard to prevent them. Like, you could be exposed to the flu, don't even show symptoms until, like, 3 days later, but you already exposed your entire classroom. Like, it just sucks. Like, with kids, it's so weird. Like,
and it's just, at that point, it's just what your immune system can take, you know?
Yeah.
But luckily,
and we've been having it hard with Nova the past few days, too, because, mind you, we do leave on a vacation in 2 weeks, so I'm kind of glad that it's happening now and not before our trip, because if it happened before our trip, we probably would have had to miss. And that's what would suck, because, like, we literally already have plane tickets, we already have all this.
But if we were to miss, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't what?
I wouldn't be too upset.
Jay, shut up. Oh my God, you're so upset.
I'm just saying. If we were, let's be real. Like, if we were to miss, I would be kind of salty.
You.
And the kids would be kind of salty. But I, on the other hand, would be like, all right, I'm going to my game then.
Oh my God, y'all. But anyways... But yeah, we're just taking emergencies. We're, doing like all what we need to do. We're staying home and trying to like recuperate. I'm still a mom. I still have to get up. I still have to cook dinner. I still have to clean. I still have to do all that. But I'm sure my husband today will take over and like be able to like do everything and take my spot. I'm trying to figure out
when have you done any of that.
So yeah, Jay, shut the fuck up.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
it.
Shut up.
When have you done any of that?
Really?
Yeah, let's get into it. Right now, we're having a debate. I'm not agreeing with you today. I always agree with you. I'm not agreeing with you today. Let's go.
All right, figure out what you're gonna eat today.
Figure out what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna warm up.
I'm going to the room and I'm checked out.
You're checked out. You ain't doing nothing today.
And I'll show you what I do.
Okay, can you not do that?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I appreciate.
Exactly.
I
Keep
appreciate.
freaking playing.
I
Keep
appreciate.
playing.
I just wanted a debate. You know, I just
A
wanted
debate? I don't
Yeah.
got time for a debate. I feel like crap.
We
You know
have
the
time. We have
the
time
last
today.
thing
We're
I
on this
need-
podcast.
The
We have
last thing I
time.
need is for this broccoli head to be telling
We
me what
oh,
be telling me that I don't do
okay,
anything.
pineapple head.
That's
you want to call
crazy.
me a vegetable?
'Cause he
I'll
comes
call
to
you a
Because
fruit.
my house is always clean. Why is it always clean? Why
What-
is everything? Why is dishes
Why-
always clean?
Why are we sick then?
Really?
Yeah.
Because of our kids.
No,
Stupid.
because the floors is dirty.
Oh my god, the floors are not dirty. The floors are not dirty, actually.
You had to make sure you said that.
I'm just saying, like, my house is always clean. He doesn't have
Nah,
nothing
it
to worry
is, it
about. Like,
is.
we both help equally, but still at the same time, like, I'm not trying to say, like, put him down, but, like, come on, like, us women, we do a lot. And let's be real. Like, if you have a husband that helps at home, that's cool and all, cool. Because he does help. But we do a lot. And who do the kids ask for? 90%
Everyone
of
knows
the time.
that the mom they ask for their moms all the time. You know why? Because the moms are the nurturing ones, the ones that care. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I don't care. I'm
But
just saying
even when we're sick,
they want you for some reason.
still,
I
like,
try. They be like,
it's like, oh, but when the man is sick, they act like they're in their deathbed.
don't nobody mess with me when I'm sick.
Oh,
but
I wish it was
but
the same
that-
for me. That's what's
But
crazy.
that's what I be trying to tell you is that I don't consider like a stuffy nose or a sore throat me getting down bad sick. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
When
it
when I
hits
say
me
I'm sick
differently.
is when I'm laying on my bed and I am not getting
It
up.
hits me differently to the point where, like, when you're laying down, everything just comes. But, like, I try to keep going and stuff. But, like, I feel like moments like this, when I feel like crap, is because it's my body telling me to slow down. Because I'm always on the go. I'm always, constantly working every single day. I constantly have to be on top of the kids, school, sports, etc. I have to make their lunch every single day. Mind you, yes, Jay has got up a couple of times
Wait,
to help.
are
and
you
I'm
saying everything that you do that I don't do? What do you mean I do? I do that too.
No, the past few weeks I let you sleep in because he gets up like 10 minutes before he has to take the kids to the bus. So we kind of like work things out. I'm just saying everything that I'm doing, and I'm not saying you're not doing.
I'm gonna tell you everything that I do that you do. Go ahead. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
I'm
That way I have to
read.
reassure you and just put you in your spot.
Oh, you have to put me in my spot. No,
Go.
I'm just
continue.
I'm just saying the things that I do, and
Okay.
like, even though I'm sick, I still have to get up and do those
Yes.
things. And even though I don't want to, because I want to lay down and relax.
Oh my God, that's
because I'm
life.
so exhausted
Oh
and
my
I'm so
God.
like feel like crap, and it's hitting me in that.
Do you want me to?
Listen,
want me to feel bad for you?
It's no, I don't want you to feel bad for me. I'm not a sympathy person.
You need to
I'm
be.
really,
in
I'm really
empathy.
not. I'm not.
You need
really.
empathy.
Like, I don't.
Do you
okay.
know what that is?
Yes, I do, Jay. I'm just saying. I'm just like explaining that.
freaking
Look,
nerves. I'm gonna
when
fight
I feel sick and I feel like this, like, it's my body telling me to relax. I'm not sitting here saying all the things that I do that you don't do. I'm saying all the things that I do every single day. And I still have to get up and do those things, but my body is telling me slow the fuck down because I am on the go, and you know it every freaking day.
We have to be on go mode.
Okay, but sometimes your body needs to tell you to relax, and you have to listen to your body before we shut down. And I end up in the hospital
you
because
fuck
of my
your
health
body. Fuck
What?
your body, fuck your mind. You have to keep going. You have to work.
You really.
You have to
You
keep
know
working.
what?
That's the
Sleep
mindset.
in the doghouse today.
Shit, I have fun in the doghouse. Yeah, I'll be playing games all day. Don't tell me. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't ask me when you pass out and how you passed out. Might put some laughing gas in there or some shit.
Hey, you put some laughing gas in there.
I'm just kidding, but no, for
gonna have a
real.
laugh.
So I think you get like very like offensive like when I say things like that, and I'm not saying here. I'm just saying like sometimes I want to be the dad, and a lot of women will
No,
understand.
you
if
don't
wanna
want to be the dad.
Sometimes I want to be the dad.
No, you don't.
I definitely do because the kids want their mom more than their dad, and like of course I can't just ignore
Dude,
my
you're
daughter.
just basing
For
it off of
example,
kids.
I felt like crap last night, you guys, and this is a debate that every probably mom and dad are gonna have.
Okay,
and if
what?
you have the help at home, freaking good for you. And I do have the help at home. I'm not sitting here and saying Jay doesn't help, because he does. He does do his part as a father.
You want to talk about last night? What happened last night?
Hold on, I'm about to say it.
With
he does his
no
part.
whip?
He does his part as a father And yes, he helps so much. So when we both do things, like when he does laundry and he folds it and I put it away, that's kind of like what we do in our household. So he does do his things, but I also do a lot as well. But in the middle of the night, I felt like crap. You already know when you lay down at night, sicknesses hit you harder. I felt like complete shit when I went to sleep. Middle of the night. Nova keeps getting up because of her cough, because she has like a bad cough. She needed to go use the restroom. Jay took her to the restroom while I was sleeping. I can hear because I'm like a light sleeper. She is screaming, freaking out because she wanted her mom to take her to the toilet. She was not going to use the restroom with Jay putting her in the toilet. Guess what? I had to get up and I had to do it. Not because my husband is making me do it. It's because my daughter, I can't just ignore my screaming toddler when she's screaming for her mother. So at the end of the day is what I'm trying to say is like when I'm sick and I'm feeling like crap, my kids need me no matter what. And if I don't give them the attention and the needs, they will throw a tantrum, scream, cry, whatever.
Babe, I had it. You didn't have to come save me. I didn't need your saving.
I'm not gonna hear my daughter screaming for me and not go. Like that's just me. That's just a mom. Like as a mom, like of course when you
guess what? If you gonna take that chance, if you gonna get up, right? Which you did, you got up. And I was like, you didn't have to. I was just going to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But she got up and I was like, fuck it. All right. Cool.
So it's just like the kids always want the mom. And this is for everything. Like Jay can be in the damn toilet for like 2 fucking hours. And nobody even knows where the fuck he's at. No one's calling for him. No one's asking for him. But if I'm in the restroom, I have a toddler banging in my freaking door.
No, don't lie. Nova be in my ass.
Yeah, at night.
No, she be in my ass.
Okay, yeah, when you leave because you go to places. You're on the streets.
She always want to leave with me. She want to be with me.
She always wants to leave. Yeah, she does. But we're talking about all kids. They all. You know what? We should record. We should record.
It's because Gabbie says yes all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, she does. She doesn't say no. She don't know how to say no. She don't know how to tell the kids
no. You're gonna lie.
You want to go? You want to go?
We should do a YouTube video.
Let's go right now.
Show everybody how many times our kids ask for us. We should do telemarks.
It's because you say yes.
No, I don't.
I'm not saying I say no.
I say no a lot. We should do telemarks of how many times they call our names.
All right, bet.
And see who has the most telemarks.
Daddy. Well, when they say daddy and mommy, say that.
We should.
What if it's equal? Then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll shut the hell up. Are you gonna shut your ass up? Yeah, what if it's equal?
But yeah, the moral of the story is for some reason your kids, not all kids, most always want their mom. And you could be dying. I could be literally on my deathbed, literally taking my last breaths, and they still want a damn snack.
And they still want me.
Some chocolate milk or...
I don't never get no time to myself.
Jay, you have a whole man cave downstairs. You have a whole doghouse outside. Like,
wait,
come on.
Is it really the doghouse?
He literally has a he shed. He has a he shed outside, you guys. And that's where he like spends most of his time because he's playing video games and all that, you know? And I used to have my little room, my makeup room.
Yeah, and you didn't utilize it.
It took over with the podcast stuff. And I honestly don't have time to do my makeup.
Do your makeup right now.
Well, yeah.
Do a look right now on live.
I can't.
Like right now.
But yeah, we want to get into also being Gen A parents. I think that's a topic that we literally talk about on the daily. The things that our kids do versus what we used to do back in the day. Like we're millennials and we're raising Gen A children. Even like with the sports and stuff, like when we talked about it, like I know we talked a lot about it last podcast. Like for example, like we'll get started with, I'll give an example with sports. With these kids, with Jay coaching these kids, if Jay's yelling and raising his voice, like some of these parents don't like the yelling. They don't like the, oh, you're raising your voice at my children or my kid or whatever. And I'm not saying like it's kind of like this generation's more soft, but like back in the day when we were kids, literally with our coaches,
Like when it had to come do with sports.
they was screaming in our face. I was scared of my coaches. They was like,
but see, I don't know. We don't know if any of the parents they don't have a problem with it.
I'm talking about other people's experiences. I'm just
Yeah, you're right.
But
Hearing
you
other
do
people's
yell
stories.
at the kids, and sometimes I'd be like, damn, I wonder if the parents be talking shit, because there's one time where Jay was just like getting in their fucking ass, and I was like, that's not my husband. Like in my head, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. Look. I got bad anxiety, and I was just like, oh my god. I was looking around, seeing if the parents were like talking shit, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I have to remember, like, that's how we were coached back in the days, and that's why these kids are so good and disciplined with his team, because like how he is with them, and like my dad's the same way. I see my dad on the field.
All
and
I'm
like,
saying
what?
is you cannot coach. You cannot baby these kids when you're coaching, bro. Like
But that goes for anything too. Like
any
even
sport.
parenting though. Like even parenting, and that's what I wanted to get into too, because
yeah.
even though like that's how we were raised, and it's like, yeah, you don't want to like do everything, because I was raised like that, I gotta like put those roles onto my kids too.
There's certain traits that you pick up when you're growing up, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna use that when I grow up. And then there's some that you're like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not doing that.
And that's why I like, even as parents, like being for Gen A kids, like I see that things are differently. Like obviously I'm not gonna do some of the things that I like my parents did when they raised me, because you just want to break those generational curses too, because some of the things that how you were raised are obviously not okay to this day. And obviously like my mom has always told me, like, I was a young mom too, like they were learning. I'm a young mom as well. I just think the world we live in now is different. For example, like discipline, like obviously you can't
you young? No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up. So obviously, like you can't go over there and just like freaking like, discipline your child, and then like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just now like they don't see the discipline even necessary for your kids. Mind you, we discipline our kids, but we don't like obviously do the things that our parents used to do when we were kids. Like if you hear Jay's stories, you guys probably be like, are you okay, bro?
Well, I will say it shaped me.
It did shape you, but like if you were to look, if you were to do that now with our kids,
you're canceled.
Like it's not even just canceled. You'd get your kids taken away, dude.
Yeah.
Like you can't do those things. You can't go and put your kid in the corner for like a freaking whole day. You can't put them out the window and scare them.
Shit, why not?
Jay, shut up.
I'm trying to bust their head.
No, shut up. But at the end of the day, it's like the things that Jay been through as a kid, it makes me sad. I'm just like, dang, like maybe that's why, like some of the things.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
I'm good.
You good now, but come on.
I'm good. I ain't got no trauma.
You don't got childhood trauma?
No.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I just didn't like whoopings.
No. So
we good.
He was raised a little bit harder in his household, but I was raised too as hard. And
no, I had it worse than she did.
And I said that.
She had so much more freedom, and then the way she be like, sometimes when I'm like, damn, you say that to your parents, I'm like, man.
Okay, so I'm really close to my mom, as some of you guys may know, but my relationship with her now was different than when growing up with her.
No, yeah,
we bumped heads. We very strict. I couldn't go anywhere. I literally I had.
But Gabbie was bad though. That's probably the.
I just had a bad attitude. That wasn't bad. I just had a bad attitude. But there's just like a lot of things I've been through. I grew up faster than Jay, because like that's why when I met him,
You trying to say you're more mature than me?
No, you're older than me, obviously, so you're mature. But
hold on. We're gonna have to cancel this podcast right now.
No, so
we're gonna have to fight.
When he met me, he didn't know that I was that young because of how mature I was.
No, dead ass.
But I had no choice but to grow up at a young age because of all the things that I seen and been through as a kid. So when I tell Jay these stories, obviously, yeah, he grew up in a stricter household. My family was still strict, but his family makes my family look not as bad as I thought when I was growing up. But I still had a curfew, still couldn't go anywhere. I had a tracker on my phone, obviously. I couldn't even, I didn't have a lot of things that my other friends had, and I didn't have the freedom that my other friends had. They would be like, oh, I'm going to this party. I had to go home every time the party started. Only way I was at those parties was because I had to stay the night at my friend's house.
Okay, I had to
and
do
obviously
that.
Jay had to sneak out. So I basically kind of similar, but his was more strict. I had a phone at 4th grade. Like, he didn't.
Yeah, I got a phone in 6th grade.
But I didn't have, like, the nicest phone. I had a flip phone. It was just for calling purposes. I didn't have it to
You know what? Not even in 6th grade. No, I didn't. New freshman. Yeah, there you go.
Did you have a flip phone?
Freshman year.
Did you have a flip phone?
Yep, flip phone.
Yeah, I had a flip phone too. So obviously I only had
Virgin Mobiles.
I only had like 3 or 4 contacts, and it was like my grandma, my mom, my dad, and I didn't have it to like text other people or my friends. I think I started being able to text my other friends and stuff was when I was like in the 6th or 7th grade. And that's when I was able to like text and stuff like that. But my mom always checked my phone. And obviously I'm going to do the same with my kids. Like when my kids get a phone, we're going to have it on parent control. Their phones are going to shut off right at their bedtime, and I'm going to be checking their phones constantly every single day. They might think I'm annoying and no privacy and stuff, but at the world we live in, you have to, just because like you see so many freaking people. That's the thing what I'm talking about, raising Gen A kids. Back in the day, you were able to just roam the streets at night.
Dude, no, you
were able to roam the streets at night. Your kids can't even do that now, even though you see some kids doing it, but you can't do it.
Here's what's really crazy. I used to go outside, right, and be outside all day long
with
until no phone until the street lights came in, and then you had to periodically check in. I would check in like maybe like every 3-4 hours. But that was it. But dude, my parents didn't have eyes on me like that. I was around the neighborhood and that was it. Now, man, it's like you gotta be outside and watch your kids play, because it's like sucks. How like, the fucking kids hate world is now.
They hate it. They're like, Mom, I'm fine. I'm just in the front yard. But it's like,
that's why we want acres so they can just be in the back.
Exactly.
And just be like, go play.
And when you guys see why we're like working so hard towards our goals, is because like we're so like, we want so much for our kids and we want them to live a normal life as possible, but you obviously can't do that in the world we live in. So the only way for us to make it happen is if we have like our own acres, and I can have them just play in our front yard. No one freaking around. I don't have these neighbors, weird neighbors across the street, things like that.
Now, I will say where we live at right now,
we live in a good neighborhood.
Fine.
Yes.
It's just that you still have,
you could
in
still
the back
have people
of your mind,
driving down the road and snatching your kid. Like, no matter if they don't
you
live
got
in the
FedEx drivers coming throughout here all the time.
You never know
UPS,
if
you
just never know if someone can just
I'm not
take your
dealing
kid.
with that. I'm not finna be on no damn news because my kid. No, fuck that.
And it's like a split second. Boom.
Yep.
And I think that's why our kids don't understand. Our kids
outside,
may think we're so strict too, because we are strict when it comes to like sweets and all that. But we also see too, like, my mom was very lenient with like the sweets and all that back in the day. But I feel like with all like the bad foods you eat too can result to like health issues later on in life. And like, I'm not saying like I have so many health issues, but I feel like because a lot of the things that I've dealt with over the years at a young age, like with thyroid, all that, like I feel like if I would have like had a healthier lifestyle and didn't like eat so much of the bad, mind you, like we still let our kids eat ice cream, eat chocolate, all that, but we don't do it as often because we want them to also like have such a healthy lifestyle where there won't be so much health issues that they deal with later, and they're thriving in sports and all that, because I just feel like all the sugar, the sodas and all that we're allowed as kids, and it's just like now like the food too is completely different. It's not like back in the day where they say like seeds used to be in fruits and now they're not because they're freaking fake and processed. And
I'm gonna say right now, as a kid, McDonald's chicken nuggets was better.
It was. And Burger King fries were better
right
too.
now.
Burger King and Wendy's used to be so good. The sandwiches.
Wendy's was always winding.
And like, you know how when they had the yellow wrappers?
Oh, the yellow. When they had, that was the OG stuff. See, don't know about only OGs.
And Wendy's
know
back
that.
in the day used to hit so much. I mean, still so good, but like it's not the same. It's just a lot of stuff isn't the same. So I know like my mom always tells me too. She's just like, come on, like you did that as a kid. I'm like, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that we were able to do back in the day. And now like I have my own views and beliefs as a mom. And yeah, I do some of the things that my parents did when they raised us. But a lot of the stuff they did, I don't do now. There's a lot of stuff that Jay doesn't do that his parents did, but then there is some stuff that he does with our kids that his parents did, and that's with the sweets. My parents didn't do that with the sweets growing up. They gave me the sweets. Jay didn't grow up with the sweets like that. So we kind of do that with the kids but then again, we don't do it as bad as his parents did because tell them what you did. Tell them what you did when you left the house and how bad it was because how strict your parents were. Like we're strict with the kids, but not as strict as your parents were when you were a kid. But what did you do when you moved the house? When you left the house and you were on your own? Where did you go all the time? That's why you have an issue with soda.
I will say that when I grew up, we didn't eat out a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was perfectly fine.
But the soda.
And I didn't have a lot of soda. I wasn't allowed to have a lot of sodas. It was only like here and there type shit. But when I moved out, I had.
And he still has a soda issue, and I'm not saying like, oh my god,
let me talk. Here's the thing with Dr. Peppers, okay? I don't have an issue with Dr. Pepper because I'll fucking love Dr. Pepper till the day I die. I have Dr. Pepper.
You have an issue with drinking soda.
Listen, if there's a soda in the house and I see it and it's in and I know we have it, it's done.
Okay, but when we go to restaurants and all that, he doesn't ever just get an alternative like water. I get water everywhere I go.
Just don't buy sodas here at the house. That way I can get my sodas when I go eat.
But you get soda so much.
Well, no. Listen again.
I'm gonna record all the times that he gets soda. You guys, like, it's
all right. Do a video.
Soda is good. I crave it sometimes here and there, but I don't. I get so much water like everywhere we go, and this man's just like always drinking his Dr. Peppers. And I know you guys seen that article. I don't know if you guys seen that article about like the old lady. Was that old lady that?
Yes, Dr. Pepper.
She drank a Dr. Pepper every day, and that's what kept her alive.
Longer than her doctor.
And I don't know if it was the Dr. Pepper, but
look, all I'm saying is
what are you guys' thoughts with soda?
I will say this is what I'm gonna say. I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper. I also do not get sick a lot. Let's be real.
I mean, your immune system is pretty cool.
Let's be real.
It's pretty good. I feel like I haven't got sick in a while. I've been dodging sicknesses. This is the first time where it actually hitting me. I know, knock on wood. I know, because he needs me. This house needs me.
Oh, hell yeah. Man, I'll be like, damn, why you sick, bro?
Like, he literally hates when I'm sick because I'm in bed and I'm just like, nothing's done.
It's
nothing's
boring.
clean.
It's boring. I can't mess with her. I can't tickle her.
But it makes me feel like, well, I was like, I could catch up on all my shows and all that. But I'm just like, I still have to try to get up.
I can't even dig in her nose.
Shut up. But yeah, you guys, I just feel like you have to be strict to a certain extent. That's how I believe in our household, because like I don't want my kids being the ones when they leave the house and their freaking like appetite is just so bad because they didn't get to have all those things at home.
Girl. Tatiana wakes up and eats ice cream.
That is Tatiana.
And shows the kids. And that's what the kids be wanting. They be like,
well,
Tati's eating ice cream.
Well, we don't allow it, and I think that's why they love staying at my mom's. And like, I think with my mom, she kind of just. I think with my mom, she just kind of gave up with the fourth kid. Like me and Tatiana are 16 years apart.
That's why Jeremiah and I 65 pounds to run the ball.
No, it's not because of that. He doesn't even like staying at my mom's. So
yeah, he really don't.
We're 16 years apart, and I think my mom just kind of gave up. And I'm not saying gave up raising her, but like I think she just kind of gave up like arguing with the kid. I think it's just because like with her, and that's why she's the way she is. And you guys already know. A lot of you guys know about Tatiana. I know you guys love Tati, but she is so bad.
She had her in 2012. That's when I graduated high school.
She gets up.
I really don't know how old she was. How old was your mom when she had in her 30s, right?
Yeah, I think so.
See, that's like us right now. That's like me having a kid in my 30s.
My mom also goes to work every morning, so she's not seeing what she's doing. And like Tati gets up, and I think that's why my dad is cracking down on her. He was like, "You need to start eating better," because she's in sports and she's really, really good at sports.
Oh, I've always told her. I was like, "You're eating shit."
She said something was up with her blood work. She's actually gonna get a call tomorrow, and I'm just like, I'm really hoping Tati.
No, she
something about her white blood cells, and that's not good. And I know a lot of people don't know about this yet, but like there's something
sickle cell?
I don't know. Something about white blood cells. And I'm like, it just doesn't sound right, but I'm hoping it's nothing bad. But I told Tatiana too, like, you need to start eating better because like I said, having like a better.
She eats a lot of red dye.
Yeah. So like and it's because of the Takis too are so bad for you. But like, I
don't like Takis in this house.
Yeah, we let Jeremiah have them like every once in a blue moon.
No, I don't. When I see him,
but Jay does not like them, and I agree.
Get that
like,
shit out of here, bro.
I think it's just because like I don't want my kids sneaking Takis in the side. Like the last thing thing I need is for my kid to grow up hiding Takis and eating them at school and stuff.
Nevaeh.
That's Nevaeh. Nevaeh will
Right
hide.
now, here's another situation we're having right now with Nevaeh, our Gen A kid. She's over here. Man, I just don't understand what her eating. Like, she's just very different, man.
So
she don't like to
we
eat
actually
for some
cracked
reason,
down
bro.
on the eating. So like we cook dinner, and like we used to like cook her something different, right? Now what we've been doing,
I said, fuck that shit.
we've been giving her what we're making. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna sit there. If you're not gonna eat it all, at least eat a few bites of it, you know? So because if you're so hungry, you're gonna eat what I make, because what I make is better than going to eat fast food. And we cook a lot during the week at home. Weekends we're kind of lenient, where we're like, nah, don't play, dude, because I do cook a lot during the week. The reason why I cook a lot during the week, obviously, because I have kids and it's leftovers for their lunch, because I do make them lunches now. And Jeremiah loves eating. I literally make probably pasta once a week because Jeremiah loves pasta. Jeremiah eats everything I make. Nevaeh picks and eats a little bit here and there. Nova eats my food. She's still a little bird too, but it's because she's a toddler. But lately we've been catching Nevaeh having wrappers and stuff in her room.
Sneaking food.
Not just sneaking food. She's sneaking junk
Sweets.
food. She's over there. I have Nutella bread. So I'm over here like, what could I do differently? I'm going to just start buying nothing but healthy stuff. I'm going to stop buying, I'm going to like alternate it. I at least want them to have like sweets in the house, but not to just go sneak it. And then that's why she's not finishing her dinner. She's over there sneaking chocolate bread, eating like 2 of them under her bed, hiding it under her pillow. And then she comes and eats dinner. She's like, and that's why I've been wondering why she's like, I'm not that hungry for dinner. And I look at her and I'm like, why are you not that hungry?
Here's the thing about these Gen A kids too, is they're smart, but they're not really that smart. Like, if you're going to be sneaky, can you not hide the evidence? Like, why do you just leave the wrapper for us to find it?
And then one time I made
it don't make sense.
I made tacos.
I don't get it.
I know, exactly. I made tacos one night, and Tatiana finds a taco in her room. She hid it, and then there's just bits and pieces of food that she hides in her room from dinner.
At least give it to the dog, bro. Like, that's what I used to do. I used to get the peas. And I'd be like, hey.
Because I seen a comment on TikTok when I was making their lunch, because I do try to like make it a healthier option for them, where like I give them a lot of fruit and I do this. Like, I'm just trying to do things differently than what I did as a kid, because I didn't grow up liking fruit. I didn't grow up liking vegetables, because like it was kind of just.
That's why. Oh, yeah. Understandable now.
But we
now
do
I see why.
But we do things differently now, though.
Because I used to eat it all the time.
Well, my mom would start making me.
Here's the thing.
When I was older is when she just made me, and I had to stay at the table.
We had to stay at the table. That was a difference too. We had to stay at the table till you finish your food, and it's like we should really maintain that. Yeah,
and we do. It's just with Nevaeh, I'm like, you know what? She's not going to finish.
She really don't give a shit. She'll sit there all day. Yeah, we'll be like this. All right, you're gonna sit there till you finish it. She will literally sit there like this.
Well, now she knows not to hide any food in her room. I told her, look, if you need to start eating your lunch. You need to start eating your dinner, and you won't be so hungry. You're full because you're eating the junk food. You're over there eating 2 chocolate breads,
snacks,
eating cookies, and eating all this and sneaking them around. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing things different. And I'm not that parent to just lock my pantry, because I know there's some parents that do that. And I've told Jay, let's do
Thought about it.
But I'm like, no, because if my kids are hungry, they're hungry. I'm not gonna starve them. But what's my problem with Nevaeh is like, eat your dinner. And if you're still hungry after that, ask to go get a snack. Go get a snack and call it a day.
That's all I ask for them to do. Just ask.
Jeremiah, we don't have that issue. Jeremiah eats his food.
Some people are going to be like, why do they have to ask to eat a snack? I'm like, bro.
Well, they have the rule.
It's because they overdo it. That's why.
It's because if I just let them just go to the pantry,
eat whenever they want,
they're gonna
buy something like one day and it'll be gone. It'll be gone the same day.
They'll go get 5 snacks, like, and then come dinner time, they don't want their dinner. So what they do, we're on a schedule. It's the weekend. Weekend is like, cool, whatever. They have multiple snacks on the weekends. But when they come back from school, they get a snack, and then they go get ready for practice. And then when they come back from practice, they eat dinner. I don't let them go and eat like 3 snacks. But if they're still hungry after dinner, I still let them. I'm like, go get a fruit. Go get this. You're hungry. There's healthier options. Go get the fruit. But if they can get whatever snack they want when they come back from school, if they want a bag of chips, cool, whatever. then they go to school. But like, I think it's just like our household is different, and I really don't care what like people think. Like, if you want your kids to go eat 5,000 snacks and processed food, cool, go for it. But with us, it's like we do things differently, and we just want them to, you know, not get so like, because I'm telling you, it slows you down, and I just feel like if you're still hungry, go eat an apple, go eat an orange, go eat this, like
go eat a fish,
go eat a fish, guys. So
some salmon.
But like with Nevaeh, the problem is like when she sees chocolate, if she sees sweets.
Oh, she is a
fiend.
I don't really like. She's a fiend.
Yeah, but we get the Nutella breads with the hazelnut spread, and I feel a little bit better with those. I know there's probably like, it just sucks because there's like so many recalls going on, right?
Getting the Nutella bad.
We need. There's a lot.
I heard Nutella is like
there's so
about
many
cancer.
There's so many recalls, Jay. I don't even understand. Like, I don't.
It's like
what
crazy.
do you guys
like,
do differently for
it's
you
like,
guys?
dude, I remember Nutella coming out as a kid, and I used to smack.
I don't know
what.
Why is there so many recalls
on a lot of things? Like even like our childhood cereals. Remember some of the cereals are
they're talking about
bad.
Lucky Charms is bad. They're talking about this. So what do you parents? I'm gonna ask you guys this, and you guys put it in the comments for YouTube or whatever, wherever you're watching. What do you guys do for your kids? Do you guys like care about like the recalls? Do you guys just give your like, what do you guys think about like the foods that they sell at the grocery stores, or where do you guys shop at? What do you guys get for your kids? I do like to try 3 different things. I go on TikTok. I get so many ideas and inspiration from other parents of what they give their kids and stuff. And I'm just like, oh wow, like I'm going to try this out for my kid. And then they end up liking it. I even try to get the Greek yogurts for my kids with, and then where it has the little chocolate chips that you can put inside of the Greek yogurt just to give them that sweet feel, and they love it.
What's them yogurts called? Them go-go yogurt. You know what I'm talking about?
Are those even good? The go-go yogurts. I used to put them in the freezer. I used to put them in the freezer.
See, that's that millennial shit.
Yeah. I used to put them in the freezer, and I used to eat it frozen. That
frozen was good, boy. See, the kids don't know. They don't know nothing.
We should get some just so they could see. Like, put them in the freezer.
I guess we should introduce them.
Introduce them to some.
No, we did show them the Go-Go's. They ain't fuck with it.
Yo, and we got the Go-Go's, and we literally had them in the fridge, and no one touched them. It went to trash because they end up like expiring and stuff. So that's the thing what I'm talking about.
If I had Go-Go's in my, I was mad.
Guess what's still in our fridge? Fruits, the cup fruits, and it's like, come on, y'all.
The one that's
like,
eating them is me.
If y'all snacking, go get a cup fruit. I used to like mess up them fruit cups. And the only thing that sucks is we used to get like Lunchables too. But I heard there was a recall.
I used to smack Lunchables as a kid, and now it's just like,
and it's like,
damn, we can't even have
the kids only wanted the Lunchables because the cookies were in there. And I'm like, yo, I loved the pizza.
Not gonna lie, the
pizza, but I ate it cold.
Me too.
I ate it cold.
That shit's smacking.
I ate it cold all the time. But yeah, that's just like some of the things that we deal with our Gen A kids. And I think it's just, they're so different. And honestly, it's different. The generation.
And you know what's crazy is like right now we have Gen A kids as 6 and 7 year olds. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we getting ourselves into?
What are we gonna?
Years like, what are these Gen A kids gonna be doing? You know what I'm saying?
And that's what scares me too. Is just like with the world too. Just like we don't know. Like our Nevaeh is starting to get interest with homeschool, and I'm just like, is homeschool even gonna be good for her? Like, I don't want. You know what I mean? I just so many things.
She need to brush her teeth.
She brushes her teeth every single
She be
day.
pissing me off. Like, how you forget to brush your teeth?
No. So if it's the weekends.
I don't know.
It's the weekends.
No,
she does that.
It's the day. You
no, it's
right.
the weekends because at home, because they're on a schedule. You guys, the thing is,
it's like the weekends.
At the end of the day,
fuck that
our
shit.
kids are so good though and disciplined. Like they really are. They at the end of the day, like even though Nevaeh be trying to be Nevaeh is the sneaky one, they do what they're supposed to. It's just the weekends they kind of wake up, they go play, and then they're like, oh, I forgot to brush my teeth, and I'm just like, go brush your teeth. You have to be on the same routine that you are in the week on the weekend.
The other day, I think I was down here or yesterday. I heard Nevaeh and Nova arguing.
Really? You
didn't hear them?
No,
they were arguing.
Saying what?
They were arguing about a toy. I think they were literally going back and forth. I'm like, and I'm down here. I was doing something and I just overheard, and I'm like, wow, this is what I'm.
With two girls, they're gonna be arguing and fighting over clothes. They're gonna be fighting over perfume. They're gonna be fighting over everything.
What are we gonna do when Nova slaps the shit out of them?
Because Nova is actually savage, and I know a lot of you guys love
What are we
Nova.
gonna do?
Like,
do we laugh?
They're all like, Nova's the little star and all that, but she is so.
No, y'all.
Savage.
This is why we need. I would say we need a TV show, because I swear if y'all would really see how she is all day.
Like, she's not like that just on camera.
She's entertainment. I will tell you that. She's
she-
very entertaining, and she's
like the mixture of a boy and a girl. Like, she's a savage at heart. She doesn't take no shit, and she argues with her kid, like with her siblings, and she likes to fight and wrestle. She jumps on Jay's head like a little monkey all the time. She's a Virgo. Okay, she's a Virgo. Nevaeh and Jeremiah are Sagittarius, is like me. So I think that's why we all bump heads, and Jay's the Cancer. So
I'm the only
Jay
like
and
chill,
Nova,
calm one. You know what I'm saying?
Jay, shut up.
Cancers.
Jay and Nova are the only oddballs in the house, and we're all Sagittariuses. So I think that's why Jay and like Nova go at it, because Cancers are sensitive and Virgos are like savages. You're very sensitive.
I'd rather be sensitive than a fucking asshole. All I'm saying is Nova's is this different breed,
and people think she's sweet. People are like, "There's no way she's so sweet." She's very. Like, y'all don't.
She knows how to play that game. She is sweet, guys.
And she's very smart. So that's why I think why she's like very she's different. And I think that's why with Nevaeh and Jeremiah, they're just like, I cannot. They're like, I do not want another brother or sister. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm like, I think it's just the COVID babies. COVID babies are different. If you had a baby anytime after 2020, I'm praying for you.
Good luck. We'd say let's just know we know your pain.
Yeah.
We know your pain. But guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up on today's episode of Mom Said, Dad Said. I thank y'all for tuning in and listening to what we got to say, because y'all definitely don't got to, but you definitely sat here and you listened to everything. So I appreciate everything you did. You like that? You like so that? Stupid. Guys, until next time on Mom Said, Dad Said, we'll see you next week.
All right, bye.